What's up, y'all? It's Jay here, Queen of Fire Empress. I'm about to do a reading for Capricorn for mid-April 2020 to the end of April. Capricorn. Spirit, give me the messages for Capricorn. As I said last time, if you could, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Give me some feedback. Wow. Really. This is your general reading part of the video. I do a general and then I do a love spread. I also drew some oracle cards, Black Moon astrology card, animal spirit card. You got Black Moon Lilith, mystery. I'm going to read that to you. It says, in revenge and in love, woman is more barbaric than man is. It is time to be careful. Think of what might manifest over anger, bitterness, or revenge. What you have worked so hard for may collapse. When this card turns up during a reading, something lurks. Lilith appears as the dark part of the astrology chart. She is our shadow side, the dark force of the moon where mysteries and unexplained occurrences lie in wait. This card indicates a call to wildness, even subversion. Lilith is the evocation of what may or may not be there. She can manifest as madness or self-realization. Lilith represents a refusal to submit, so it is not a good time to give in, even when the path seems a rough one. There may be a tendency to isolate and focus on feelings of revenge. The hallmark of Black Moon Lilith energy is muteness and aloneness. Lilith is a subdued power and a complicated magnetism. Lilith remains awake while the rest of the world is asleep. She is the dark thoughts that enter our consciousness just before we fall asleep. Black Moon Lilith suggests female rebellion. She could represent an angry mother, an enemy, or an embittered woman, or even a stalker or a scorned woman. Okay. It's about arousal, sex, seduction, the other woman or man, an affair, bitchiness, the feminine force, an invisible force, complicated circumstances, stalking, rejection, feelings of being replaced, feelings of being slighted or overlooked. The corresponding tarot card is the Queen of Swords. That's the Ice Queen. Mystery, revolt, revenge, darkness, erotic obsessions. All right. These are setting the tone for the whole reading. You also got from the animal spirit deck, you got the tiger. And the tiger is all about kind of nighttime. I'm going to read it to you. It says, the tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. Right. You also got emotions. This is from the Saints and Angels deck. This is telling you to pay close attention to your emotions. Analyze them. These three cards together, there's definitely some type of energy going on where, maybe you are a woman and you feel scorned. A woman scorned But you are powerful. It just kind of depends on what you do with the power, because you could sabotage yourself. That's why it's telling you to pay really close attention to your emotions. You know, feel them and analyze them, and really, you know, think about your next steps. Don't let them get the best of you, but at the same time, you know, acknowledge them. And right now I'm going to get into your spread. You got past, present, and future. Your past energy, you got the Page of Cups in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So, your past energy, you know, you could have, you know, there could have been a love that, you know, stopped. It wasn't a full-grown love. You could have cut somebody off. This could also be about an idea or a project, something, because it's your general reading part. Love sometimes just pops up in these anyway. But it's just whatever spirit is wanting me to channel to you. There was bad planning. There wasn't a solid plan. You weren't able to expand. Something was off. There wasn't emotional fulfillment in your home with your family. It was off balance. You got Temperance in reverse. You felt left out in the cold, but you're also coming out of that energy. So basically, I'm just seeing in the past, things were very off balance. There was maybe an unrequited love. There could have been, you know, somebody you had a family with, and it was just, none of it was on a stable foundation, so none of it really worked out. Right in your present future, you got the Hangman in reverse, the Nine of Cups, the Fool reverse, the Hierophant reverse, and the Knight of Cups reverse. So, there's kind of like, you're really evaluating things. This got you kind of stagnant right now. There's a stagnant feeling, trying to figure things out. But I think you yourself, I think you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling, you know, wish fulfillment. You emotionally are pretty content. But there's things holding you back. You got the Fool in reverse, so you're still holding back. You're not wanting to jump out there and try something or give something a chance. You got the Hierophant in reverse, so, you know, this can be a card about marriage and just, you know, tradition and stuff, and it's in reverse, and it could be, you know, you're just not ready to make a real commitment right now. You also got this Knight of Cups in reverse. This is the energy of, you know, being kind of emotionally immature. This can be a player. This can be in and out. You know, the Knights are on a mission. Like the Knight of Cups is usually, he's on a creative mission, a love mission. He can be the knight in shining armor, you know. This could be a person around you. I kind of feel like it's your energy, though. Your future looks really good, though. You got the King of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Magician, and the Emperor. So this really looks excellent. right now, you may not be wanting to commit to something altogether. I think you're kind of enjoying yourself. Whether it's committing to a person or, you know, a job or something, you know, because there is a little bit of emotional imbalance going on currently. Maybe due to circumstances or fearing what will happen, or just something around you just may not be completely convinced about. But I feel like your readings are kind of repeating themselves. Ever since I've been doing Capricorn, it's kind of like the same thing. But your future, though, you got the King of Swords. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This is your general reading. That doesn't really matter in this one. This is all about stepping into your truth, being logical, being very, just extremely logical, and cutting things out that you just don't want no part of, that are not serving you. You know, and it's a king energy, so that's, you know, that's just really being in your power. You got the Seven of Pentacles. That's all about working really hard and seeing the fruits of your labor. You feel like you are making progress. Now there is this one Eight of Wands in reverse. Something is temporarily not moving. And I say temporarily, there could have been communication or just movement that stopped abruptly. But I know it's only temporary. It's not going to last long, because right after that, you got the Magician. The Magician is all about manifesting, creating, having everything you need to create. You have all the tools you need. And right after that, you got the Emperor. The Emperor is one of the most powerful, you know, person cards in the deck. It's an Emperor. It's a leader. This is a boss. This is somebody making shit happen, you know. This is this is somebody that people are looking up to. This is somebody that's calling the shots. So yeah, future's definitely looking good for you. Whatever you're doing, keep on doing it, because it's working. It's definitely going to work in your favor. Your past energy was dark, but clearly it's in the past, because you got good energy in front of you. Right, I'm going to do your love reading now. Spirit, giving the messages for Capricorn, mid-month, April 2020 to the end of the month, for love. Capricorn. I do that with the cards because I want to make sure that I kind of clear the energy from the previous spread. Capricorn. And then April. Show me messages. Situation. Past energy. Future. Too many. Sorry, this will take a second. Above. This is for love. This kind of looks like career, even though it's supposed to be a love reading. We'll figure it out in a minute. Your energy, Capricorn's energy. Capricorn's energy. Environment. Capricorn's environment. Outcome. Alright. Okay, sorry that took a minute, but I was truly channeling the energy for each position of the Celtic cross. Alright. This is your love reading. However, it's kind of looking more like you're more focused on you than actually a relationship right now. Just from the way these cards look. I'm going to go into that now. So you got the Nine of Wands. This is the situation. The Nine of Wands, it's like you're on guard, you know. You feel like you've slayed a bunch of demons and you've really accomplished a lot, but you feel like there is still work to be done. There are still things, there's still battles to be fought. You know, you're on guard. You know, he's protecting what he's accomplished, what he has. You know, he's standing in front of a door like, no, you can't come in. And all the wands behind him are accomplishments, you know, battles he won. But he's ready for what's coming next. The obstacle is the Seven of Pentacles. Now, being that it's in an obstacle or a challenge position, it's kind of like saying like you are really working on something and that's your focus. You don't feel like, you feel like you're on a good, you know, path, you're on the right track. But you still got work to do. See, I'm getting the feeling that you do have love in your life, but it's not your priority right now. Because you really want your pentacles right, you want your money right, you want everything stable. So the relationship is just not at the forefront of your mind. In your past energy, you felt left out in the cold. You felt like you were on your own. And you may have had some financial struggles. But I do think you have came out of that because everything else looks good. The future, you got the Strength card in reverse. This is Leo. Maybe you're dealing with the Leo. I see a lot of fire. I see a lot of fire in this spread. But a lot of it is your energy. You're kind of taking on a fire energy, a passionate go-getter type of energy is what I see. But the Leo card, the Strength card in reverse, you know, it could be that, you know, in your near future, you're going to muscle through something, but it may wear on you a little bit. It may kind of suck the life out of you some, you know. Like maybe you know you have to get through something and it's just making you kind of weary. However, Now see, this is above. This is the possible outcome, but it's also just like crowning this whole situation. You got two cards with that one. You got the World and the Four of Cups. So there is definitely accomplishment here. A lot of accomplishment, feeling like you have completed something, new things coming in, but at the same time, there's a little feeling of dissatisfaction. I feel like you just feel like you're not done yet. You're not done, you know, your goals, you got goals, and you know you're on the right path, but you still got work to do. The underlying energy is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, he's very passionate energy. He's going after what he wants. All right. Now this is your energy. You got the Seven of Wands and the Star card in reverse. So the way that you're feeling, you're standing your ground because there is also an energy of you not being healed all the way. Whatever really, affected you in your past, because it showed up in your other spread of, kind of a dark past. You're still healing. You're a work in progress. You haven't all the way healed. You're really on a good path, but there's still lingering issues. And I think that's where these cards came in at. You had the Black Moon Lilith. There's something about feeling scorned for sure. And it really has you on guard. So even though love is in your life, you are leery of it. Now in your environment, you got a King of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a leader. This is a compassionate, passionate man. Doesn't have to be. But this is a very charismatic person that people, a lot of people look up to. They like. He's a go-getter. He's active. So there is somebody around you with that type of energy. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius does not have to be them. But this person is significant in your life. Now your hopes and fears. You got the Six of Cups. Now this could just be a desire to have your childhood dream. Maybe you want to have the perfect little house and the picket fence and all that. But I think because it also could be a fear card, I think you fear reliving and making the same mistakes of the past. Because the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. It's about thinking back about things in the past. And being in a fear position, I just think that could mean you fear making the same mistakes from your past. But the outcome is expansion, setting goals, networking, branching out, looking to new horizons. This is a very Capricorn reading, I must say, because there's a lot of ambition. There's fear too. There's a lot of ambition, and it's really focusing on becoming better. And this was your love reading, but unfortunately, love is not on the forefront. For whoever this video is for, whoever's watching, it does not look like love is your main concern right now. Alright, next we're going to do some Kipper cards. These are fortune telling cards. Capricorn. Oops. 10 month April, so then the month. Hidden energies. I'll take that one. Capricorn. Okay, so you got community. This is about your neighborhood. Just community, period. You focus on your community, your surroundings for some reason. There may be people in the community that are helping you or even maybe causing you problems. But I don't really see that. There's just something that has to do with the community. You got message. You'll be receiving a message. You got adjudication. There could be some type of legal decision being made. You got unexpected income. You could be receiving some money that you weren't really planning on. And then you got wealthy man. So there could be a wealthy man that is significant in your life coming your way. Maybe he's already there, maybe not. And what is that? Alright. I guess I'll wrap this reading up with some oracle cards from the Enchanted Map. Give me another one. Too many. Alright. I do have to read these. You got listening. That's probably all about listening, becoming aware. Let me read it though. Okay, it says an open heart will hear the message. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also what is being said at the moment. For the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just with your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. All right, that was listening. Now you got come together in reverse. When the come together card appears reversed, it is a sign that perhaps a love connection is unbalanced. Is intimacy being withheld from you, or are you withholding it from another? Longing and yearning are often mistaken for love, when in fact they are signs of lack. Perhaps you've been doing all the emotional work and pouring your water into an empty well, to the point that now you're also depleted. Know this: true love will not be denied you. What is truly for you will never walk past you or require this much energy. Drop the agendas, the fight, the need to win, and allow love to flow through you. True love will always find its reflection in another. And then you got home. And say you are comfortable in your own skin. You belong. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It is a time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you now. Whatever your inquiry, you are where you're meant to be and will reap great benefits by staying on this path regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It is where the heart is. All right, Capricorn, that's your reading. I think it was a pretty good one. Just be careful. You know, your shadow side might be popping up, but all in all, you're really on the right path from what I see, you know, with personal development and working on your goals and stuff. So that's really good, you know. All right, like, subscribe, leave a comment, please. I really would like to see some comments. And that's that. Have a good day.